In this video, we are going to save the data inside the Ionic storage. So whatever the user types or clicks, so if I search for a city, so whatever the user clicks, if I click here, then it's going to get the information like we saw in the last video, and then it's going to display on the home page, and also it's going to add the name to the side menu here. So what I'm going to do now is, if I go into my search.ts file right here, just like what we did inside our app.component.ts, so we're going to use that as a reference. Let me just copy everything we have here. So I'll copy all of this from this if res.length, or if we want, let's go back and just type some of them out ourselves. So we're going to check if res.length is greater than 0. So if we have values inside the array, then the next thing we need to do is, let's go to the top. I'm going to create a location object, initialize it to an empty object. Then here is going to be this.location, and I set it equal to, inside I will add the ID. The ID is going to be res at index 0.id. Then I'm going to have the icon. So I'll go to my app.component, copy out this icon. So let me copy out this, then come here, paste. Then the next thing is going to be current, which is value at index 0. Then forecast is going to be value at index 1. Forecast, then res at index 1. So now we have this location object. What we need to do next is we need to add this storage and events. So from the top here, I'll copy this import statement for storage and events. So I'll copy both, go into search.ts file down here. I'm going to paste. Then the next thing is to inject. So private storage of type storage. Then the next one is going to be private events of type event right here, or events. That's what we have right here. Yeah. So if I go back, we need to publish the event as well, so that we can see the value displayed right here. So we're going to use the same event. I'll just copy this out because we are using the same event name. So here, once we are able to get the values inside the object, then I'm going to publish this event. Then I can save. So this .storage .set. Inside I'll set location with the ID .id. Then I'll use JSON.stringify, passing this .location. This is exactly what we did here. We set the location, we publish the event, then we are going to set the root page. So this .nav, in this case we are going to use nav controller, because that is what is injected inside our controller, or inside our constructor, nav controller. So this is going to be this .nav controller.set root. We are going to set root to the home page, and we are going to pass weather info, then this .location. Now the reason why we are doing this, because once we get to the home page, we are going to use this nav params. That's what we have here. We have the nav params here. We're going to use this nav params to get the value inside this .location object. Then once we publish inside our app.component.ts, we are going to listen for the event. This event will not be fired. This event will not be fired again. Only this event will be fired from this page, and then we are going to listen for the event right here. or rather right here. We are going to listen for the event right here. So now that I have all of these, I will save the page, then go to my browser. So I'll try it out. If we have any kind of errors, we are going to fix it. So here I'll search for a city, say London. Now hit this. Now you can see we have London displayed, and here we have London already added to the side menu. If I open the local storage, we should see that we have 2 keys and values in the storage. So you can see, and there is a mistake right here. So this is supposed to be, if I go back to app.component, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be, saving with the ID. So I'll change this to the ID. Now if I refresh, I will cancel everything we have in the storage. So I'll just delete everything I have in the storage. Wait for it to load. So now, then I'll clear this part. So I'll refresh this page because I have cleared here. I need to reload the page. So it's going to request that it wants to know our location, or my location rather. So I'll just wait. So it should request now. So I click allow. Now you can see I have the city name and I have the city information right here. Now if I click and go to the search page, then search for another city, just wait for it to display the drop down. So you can see I have New York. If I click on it, it should open up in the home page. Now I clicked it twice, that is why I'm having this. But you can see I have New York right here, have the current weather, have the icon, the description. This is what we have inside our home.ts file, which is for the wind direction. Here I have the wind speed, then the humidity level, then the 10 days forecast. That is what we have right here. So if I refresh the page now, we are still going to see the values right here. You can see we have the values right, New York and Tallinn. I'll add another city, say Madrid. Click here. You can see right here I have Madrid. So I have Madrid. If I click on New York, New York will be displayed. If I click on Tallinn, Tallinn will be displayed. So right now we have the search functionality working, and also if I click on any of this, it's going to display its information. Here we have some current weather information and also some weather forecast information.